Under the soft golden light of an early beachside morning, the world feels unusually still, as if nature itself is holding its breath for something extraordinary. The gentle waves roll onto the shore in a steady rhythm, the sand glows with warmth, and the horizon stretches endlessly where the sky meets the ocean. It is here, in this cinematic paradise, that an unexpected and unforgettable story begins, one that brings together two of football's greatest legacies through their young sons, in a race that no one could have predicted would unfold the way it did. Cristiano Ronaldo's son and Lionel Messi's son stand side by side at the starting point, their small motorbikes gleaming under the sunlight. Though just 6 years old, both carry the aura of greatness in their demeanor. There is excitement in their eyes, a spark of friendly competition mixed with innocence and curiosity. Around them, the atmosphere is filled with anticipation. On one side, Ronaldo watches with quiet intensity, his posture confident, his eyes locked on his son with pride and expectation. On the other side, Messi stands calm and composed, his expression soft but observant, trusting his son while subtly analyzing the moment like a strategist. The race is not just about speed, it is about courage, focus, and instinct. As the countdown begins, the air becomes electric. The sound of the waves blends with the faint hum of engines. The boys grip their handlebars tightly, their tiny fingers trembling slightly with adrenaline. 3, 2, 1, and they are off. The motorbikes surge forward along the sandy path, kicking up small trails behind them. Ronaldo's son immediately accelerates with a burst of confidence, taking a slight lead. His posture is forward-leaning, focused, aggressive in a way that reflects determination beyond his years. Messi's son follows closely, maintaining balance and control, navigating the uneven terrain with precision. While Ronaldo's son favors speed, Messi's son seems to rely on rhythm and consistency, adapting smoothly to every turn. The crowd, small yet captivated, watches as the two young racers weave along the shoreline. The ocean to their right sparkles under the morning sun, while the sand beneath their wheels shifts unpredictably. Each bump and curve adds complexity to the race. Ronaldo's son pushes harder, widening the gap slightly. His confidence grows with each second, and for a moment, it seems like he is in complete control. But Messi's son remains composed. He does not rush. Instead, he studies the track, conserving energy and maintaining stability. As they approach a narrow bend where the sand becomes softer, Ronaldo's son begins to slow slightly due to reduced traction. This is where Messi's son makes his move. With smooth handling and precise timing, he reduces the distance between them, inching closer with quiet determination. Ronaldo, watching from the sidelines, notices the shift. His expression tightens, not in concern, but in recognition of the challenge. Messi, standing beside him, remains calm, though his eyes reflect subtle engagement. This is not just a race between children, it feels like a reflection of two philosophies, power versus control, instinct versus strategy. As the boys exit the bend, Ronaldo's son regains momentum and pushes forward again. The lead is small but visible. The finish line, marked by a simple ribbon set near a cluster of palm trees, is still ahead. The wind picks up slightly, brushing across the beach, adding movement to the scene. The motorbikes roar gently as they continue along the path. Then, in a moment that changes everything, Ronaldo's son encounters a patch of loose sand. The front wheel wobbles slightly. For a brief second, it seems uncertain whether he will maintain balance. He adjusts quickly, but the interruption slows him down just enough. Messi's son seizes the opportunity, accelerating smoothly, his bike gliding with controlled precision. The gap closes rapidly. Now side by side, the two children race toward the final stretch. The tension is palpable. Their small faces show intense focus, their eyes fixed forward. The sound of engines grows slightly louder as they push toward the finish line. In these final seconds, it is no longer about advantage, it is about who can maintain composure under pressure. With a final burst of determination, Ronaldo's son leans forward and accelerates again, regaining a slight edge. Messi's son responds instantly, matching the pace, refusing to fall behind. The finish line is just meters away. The crowd leans in collectively, anticipation reaching its peak. And then, in a decisive final moment, Ronaldo's son crosses the finish line first. A brief silence follows, as if time itself pauses to acknowledge the outcome. Then, cheers erupt. The victory is clear. Ronaldo's son slows down, looking back with a mix of surprise and joy. Messi's son arrives moments later, smiling softly, accepting the result with grace and sportsmanship. There is no disappointment, only mutual respect between the two young competitors. Ronaldo steps forward immediately, his expression breaking into a proud smile. He embraces his son, lifting him slightly off the ground in celebration. Messi approaches as well, placing a hand gently on his son's shoulder, offering quiet encouragement and warmth. The moment is not just about winning or losing, it is about growth, effort, and shared experience. But the story does not end there. What begins as a simple children's race transforms into something larger. A playful challenge evolves into a symbolic face-off between two of football's greatest icons. As the excitement settles, an unexpected idea emerges, a spontaneous race between Ronaldo and Messi themselves. The golden trophy is introduced, not as a prize of superiority, but as a light-hearted symbol of friendly competition and legacy. The two legends prepare at the starting line, both aware of the playful nature of the moment, yet equally aware of the excitement it brings to everyone watching. Ronaldo stands tall, his body language composed and ready, exuding confidence. Messi remains relaxed, slightly bending forward, focused and calm, his mindset steady as ever. At the signal, they begin. Ronaldo launches forward with explosive energy, his strides powerful and long, driven by strength and precision. Messi starts slightly slower but quickly finds his rhythm, his movement fluid and efficient. The contrast is striking, Ronaldo's dynamic power versus Messi's elegant balance and control. As they run along the same beach path where their sons raced earlier, the atmosphere becomes surreal. The waves continue their gentle rhythm, the sunlight reflects off the ocean, and the sand beneath their feet shifts with every step. Each stride carries meaning, not just in competition, but in the narrative of two careers that have inspired millions. Ronaldo takes an early lead, his pace strong and consistent. Messi follows closely, conserving energy, maintaining composure, and gradually increasing his speed. The distance between them remains small, but noticeable. It is a race defined by endurance, technique, and mental strength. As they approach the final stretch, both push harder. Ronaldo accelerates, extending his stride, determined to maintain his lead. Messi responds, increasing his pace, closing the gap with remarkable efficiency. The finish line draws near once again, echoing the race of their sons moments earlier. In a final surge, Ronaldo reaches the end first. The moment is met with applause and admiration. Messi arrives shortly after, smiling, acknowledging the effort and enjoying the spirit of the challenge. There is no rivalry in the negative sense, only mutual respect, understanding, and appreciation for what each represents. Ronaldo lifts the golden trophy, not as a symbol of dominance, but as a reminder of shared greatness and the joy of competition. The scene captures more than just a race, it captures legacy, family, passion, and unity. As the morning continues, the beach returns to its peaceful rhythm. The waves keep rolling, the sunlight continues to glow, and the footprints in the sand slowly begin to fade. Yet the memory of this extraordinary moment remains, an unforgettable blend of imagination and inspiration, where generations connect through sport, and where competition becomes a bridge rather than a divide. In the end, the true victory is not measured by who crossed the line first, but by the experience shared, the lessons learned, and the respect earned. It is a story where speed meets heart, where rivalry meets friendship, and where legends, both young and old, remind the world that greatness is not only about winning, it is about the journey, the spirit, and the moments that bring people together.